1,000 people are now fighting this fire. Some of those women and men have been on the lines since it started 5 days ago. News 13's Katie Kim went to the front today to see what they're up against. Katie?
Dick, I actually went up the canyon that I'm standing in front of with some firefighters earlier this afternoon. Now, the fire burning in the Los Alamos Canyon is still fairly close to town, and fire crews are still up there making sure this thing doesn't get loose in that vulnerable area.
Fire tax chief. You don't take it on as one big fire, you take it on a little piece at a time.
One step at a time. That's how crews are fighting the Las Conchas Fire, now the largest in state history.
This unprecedented dryness just makes the whole state a tinderbox.
Crews have been working around the clock since Sunday to keep the fire from destroying homes and buildings in Los Alamos. Today, hotshot crews cut down trees and burned dry brush, clearing everything that could lie in the fire's path.
It's not a really bad burn, it's a good burn, getting rid of some of the old fuels from Cerro Grande and actually cleaning up a little bit of this canyon.
But clearing through the canyon is no easy task. Firefighters say the steep and narrow terrain makes it very tricky.
A lot of canyons and a lot of fingers for this thing to feed off of.
Ryan Baca works for the Los Alamos Fire Department. He's been here since day one, attacking the fire in 12-hour shifts. But it's not just the exhaustion that gets to him.
Mainly the smoke and the heat. You know, you're constantly on your feet working, with hand tools.
Baca says his crew already had a close call while fighting the fire near Pajarito Canyon a few days ago. Firefighters were doing a backburn up the mountain when the fast-moving fire jumped the road.
Next time I look, I turn around, I see a big black plume of smoke coming up over where our escape route was, and yeah, the first thing you think of is, oh darn, I'm in for it.
Baca says luckily the fire burned into itself, but he knows this won't be his last close call.
It's very scary because you never know what might happen.
Now, there's still a smoky haze that's been around town all week long, but I have to say it's nothing compared to what those firefighters are dealing with up in those canyons. Also, the smoke layer is making things much cooler for those of us who are still in town, but that can't be said for those firefighters on the front lines. Dick, back to you.
All right, Katie, there are now 2 Type 1 teams attacking this fire. They are the best, and they are used where the situation is the worst.